How to tap into your inner child. This is for the extremely, let's call them adult individuals out there who are looking to broaden their horizons, find more meaning in their life, maybe even reconnect with joy itself. First, remember everything you loved as a child. Not as easy as it sounds, I know. Give it a shot. Give it a good 15 minutes and think about everything you used to love. The things you used to concentrate on, focus on. If it helps, this is what I did to reconnect with what I used to really like as a kid and how I used to think. I thought about the first complex problems that I really had to get myself over, and that kind of tied me back to old memories a little bit. I don't know, the good ones too, you know. It's the more complicated the situation I was in as a kid, the more my brain had to work, and therefore the more clear the memory is and easier to recall because it's still useful information today. Anyway, it's like hearing an old song, you know, which is another point. You can listen to some old songs that you used to love as a kid and watch as the your old wants and needs come back hardcore. I don't know. They'll flood in. Anyway, that's step one. Visualize what you used to love. Step two, meditate. Completely clear your mind. Enter a blank mind space where there's nothing. So, such a lack of anything that it's not even dark in there, you know? There's no light, there's no darkness, there's nothing. Try to get to that level of meditation, of absolute blankness. And you'd only have to achieve it for like 20 seconds, or not even that, you know? But if you can get there for even about 5 seconds or so, then you can enter a more thought driven stage of meditation. You can enter the mind space and start picturing whatever you want. But keep it simple so that you can really visualize the important thing here. Now, what I did, and it's going to sound silly for sure, but step one was really important for this, okay? What I did was, after recalling all my anything old about myself that I could, my old thoughts, good and bad, blah, 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 I meditated and I visualized myself walking down a staircase. Mine was made of concrete just to help with the visualization because everything was dark and concrete doesn't really capture the light very well, so it was just perfect. And it doesn't make creaky noises or anything, so I didn't have to think about that either. It's the minor details that can really throw you out of these self-guided meditations. So, I went down the stairs into a deeper. It was only metaphorical, but it helps. The metaphors really help to drive through your brain pathways with purpose, that is. And I entered the bottom room, or a lower self, a lower version, a deeper part of me, again, metaphorically speaking. And when I got down there, I visualized honestly, I want to say it was my old kid's bed, but it wasn't. It was way cringier and weird than that. It was on a stone slab. That's it. It was just like a smooth stone slab, kind of like, almost like I was in a tomb. And I didn't force that part of it. It just kind of came with the territory. I do like my gothic venues, if you will. I don't know. It was cool. I thought so, but you don't have to go so creepy. Anyway, on the stone slab was, you know, me, a boy version of me, a little kid, just sleeping, you know, completely asleep. And when I saw him, it wasn't as if I thought he was dead, you know, or something like that, because it was a tomb, you know. So the context clues would point to one direction, but again, this was my brain, so it's like a dream state almost. You know immediately. This kid was asleep, not because he had to be, but because he was bored and he didn't do anything for so long that he's just like, fuck it, I'll take a nap, you know? I'm gonna go stir crazy in here unless I'm doing something, right? Anyway, I walked over to the kid. I fucking nudged his shoulder and I was like, hey, wake up. Fucking sprung up. He's like, hey. And he asked me all these stupid questions. Of course, it was just my own fun way of making it more real, you know. What kind of questions would have I asked myself, you know? And yeah, I answered accordingly, again, to make it more real, make it more fun. And then I simply said, let's start playing again, you know? Let's start hanging out, you know, a little bit more. And of course, got all excited and shit. And it was interesting. I don't know. It made me happy to, even though this was all metaphorical and my own, you know, mental simulation game, if you will. When I left that place and came back to reality, more or less, I mean, what is a self-made simulation? I still consider it a form of reality. Just, you know, when I entered the more shared version of reality with everybody else, I found myself laughing out loud again, you know, being in the moment more, playing, looking for other people who had kept their inner child alive and let them fucking play together, you know? Of course, with fucking, excuse my language, but hilarious adult rhetorics involved now because I am an adult. But the thing is, it's different now. It's like I remembered how to actually have fun. So, worth making a video about? I think so. Cheers. Enjoy yourselves. I'm out.